Hey YouTube, it's Alicia, none other. Today is Monday, the first of the week, but I'm gonna come and talk to y'all all about, and let me just say, all about Total Divas. Now, why? Because I've been hearing a lot of rumors that WWE and Nikki Bella might be in the Bella twins. Let me just say, Nikki and Bella, the Bella twins, a.k.a. the Garcia twins, might be in talks of rebooting Total Divas. Now, y'all, I have seen this and I have commented under some of the sources that's delivering this story, but let me just say I am welcome to having Total Divas return and everything, because you gotta remember we still have some of the original females that was part of the original show, from Brea and Nikki, who were executive producers by the second, I think the first season and second season and so on. And then you had Natalia, who's been there from the jump. You have Naomi, who's been there from the jump. And then you have like Alex Bliss, who was added for a season. And then you have Nia Jax, who was on there until the end of, until the last season. And I really think to have Total Divas come back, I really think it would be great. It would benefit the women's division. But I'm going to put that but in there. That title would need to change to reflect where we are at with the women's division. Okay, they are not called Divas no more. So the title would need to change. I know some of y'all might not think that the title would need to change, but I really think the title would need to change. That's going to be my first one in think. But overall, I think that's going to be the only thing I can see that really need to change. Now, could it benefit WWE in a certain crop of female wrestlers? Oh, yes. So, at the top of my head, who can I see coming in and being a part of the show? I'm going to say some of the original members like Naomi, Nia Jax, Alex Bliss, and oh Lord, it's on the tip of my tongue. Natty. There you go. I can see them for returning. All right, probably the Bella twins returning, but also mostly in a guest star appearance and stuff like that. I can see that. But then I was like thinking, what females in the WWE I can see on this show? First and foremost, I can actually see Tiffany Stratton part of the show. Something about her and her aura, I can see her part of the show. I think so. Yep. Then I can also see Zelina Vega being part of the show. I can see Chelsea Green being part of the show. Probably Maya Yim. I can also see part of the show. Candice LeRae. From NXT, I can see Lash Legend part of the show. Y'all, even though this person is not my Roxanne Perez, I can see her part of the show. Let's see. Oh my God. I can name a lot of females that I can see part of the show. But I know Lash Legend is like top of my list. Oh, I wouldn't be too surprised if WWE had their way, they would put Nikita Lyons on here. It's so many women that could be on here. And it's like, I'm just going to say this. If they're going to bring that back, let me just say, if your wife is on there, your wife or your significant other is on the show, that voluntarily volunteers you also for appearing on the show if you are a husband or boyfriend of somebody. Can I see Charlotte being on the show with her ex-husband appearing on there? No, I can't. But overall, I can see this show making a return. Now, like I said, it's like I keep saying, it's going to like that title of the show because it was originally called Total Divas. It started when it was still in the Divas era and stuff. And we got some pretty good memories with Total Divas. I will always say my favorite two memories had a lot to do with Natalia and Summer Rae. And Summer Rae did rub some of the women in the worst way. She got under Nikki and Bree's nerve. I remember that one time that Brea warned Summer Rae to stay away from her husband, Daniel Bryan. I remember that. And I remember both Brea and Nikki confronting Fandango saying, keep Summer Rae away from our boyfriends and stuff. I would just remember that. I don't know if y'all remember that, but that was just something I remember. Now, my other favorite moment has a lot to do with Natty. Summer Rae would nag, would do things to get under this girl, get under Natty's skin. I understand the car incident and stuff, but and I remember the car incident with them too. But the most famous one is with Summer Rae coming to Natty's house and slapping her where she had to be off TV for a while because of that slap. And Tyson Kidd had to get involved with that, come out with that. To me, I was like, But overall, that's hearsay. But I was like going to say this, and I'm going to say it like this. We had some good moments with that. We had good moments with all the female wrestlers. And I forgot CJ Perry was part of it as well. I wonder if since Rusev is back, if she would be part of Total Divas. She was also part of Total Divas and until the end. And I just want to see that return. But like I said, for that return, if we're going to get a Total Divas reboot, then we have to ask ourselves, we got to ask ourselves, if we're going to get a Total Diva reboot, are we going to get a reboot of Total Bellas? Now, of Total Bellas, of Total Bellas. Now, that's going to be the second thing. Because it could have been like more than one, more than two, more than three, more than four reboots of Total Bellas. Now, do I think with some of the divas we could get a total reboot? Oh, yes. But like I said, I am open to see a reboot of Total Bellas. But I really say the Total Bellas, yeah, I am open to see a reboot of Total Bellas and stuff, of how Total where Brea and Nikki are at today. Now, because that was a spinoff of Total Divas, we will have, for Total Bellas, we will have to see Nikki and Brea, where they at now, after Nikki's divorce. Yeah, after that, and just to see where that's go. But overall, when it comes to Total Bellas, like I said, I am open to it. I'm open for both shows to make a return. But for Total excuse me, for Total Divas, I really would say we're not in a diva era no more. But I'm just saying for Total Divas, we will need the title to change if we're going to get a reboot. And I think at one point in time, I did say at one point in time, if we get Total Bellas, get that return and get a Total Divas. I really remember at one point in time I said if we're having Total Divas, we should have a man's equivalent version of Total Divas. Y'all picture, it would have to be something doing with men and stuff, but overall I just thought that would be great. But I mean, let me hear what y'all have to say. Do y'all think having the reboot of Total Divas is a good idea to also bring back at the same time reboot Total Bellas? Until then, y'all, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe.